Hi, welcome to this video, and in this video we are talking about why dating feels confusing. And I feel it is important we talk about this so that you have an easier time when it comes to being in a relationship, and especially for Christians dating towards marriage. And one thing I've really focused on the period before getting married is because what I have realized after listening to a lot of people who have gone through marriage and people who've even divorced. I've watched a lot of podcasts on the same. I have realized that the people who've had, I'm not saying everyone, but I've had over and over and over people saying that one main reason why their marriage didn't work is because they started on the wrong footing. Their relationship, even dating, there were a lot of things they did not deal with, either for whatever reason, And so I feel it is important, if you want to have a good marriage, to also have the foundation laid well. And that foundation will not just be laid in your first years of marriage. Foundation is laid before you even start dating, and foundations are laid before you even get married when you're dating. So that is why I am focusing on that. And so today we are talking about why it might be confusing. We'll be having 4 points I'll be talking about, and what to do about them so that you don't continue feeling confused. And if you're interested in content relating to creating a good foundation for marriage and you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos. And those who've already subscribed and keep coming back, we are very grateful for your support, for the likes, for the comments. We appreciate. So we'll be getting straight to it. My name is Grace, and the first point why you might be feeling confused about dating is you do not know what you want. So knowing what you want could go two ways. Either you don't know what you want from a relationship, or you don't know what you want from a potential partner. So when it comes to from a relationship, you might find yourself not knowing what the expectations, not knowing what your standard is for a relationship. You probably want, don't know, you've not stipulated for yourself what you want from a relationship. So when you meet someone, you just go with the flow. And as a result, you might find frustrations along the way because you might want to now move forward to the next step. But when you were dating, it wasn't clear. When you were starting off dating, it wasn't clear what you wanted. So your partner might not be ready to settle, might not be ready for a serious relationship leading to marriage. You might find you are not clear even on boundaries. So along the way, you start having issues. So basically, it's important to know where you stand when it comes to dating. Before you even start dating, what do you want from a relationship? Because if you don't know what you want from a relationship, then I don't think you have business dating, right? So then when it comes to what you want from a partner, it's important you know. The reason I say this is when you don't know when you actually know what you want, what you don't want, when it presents itself, then you just know very well you're not going ahead with this. For example, if before you start dating, you already told yourself, I want a born-again Christian, I want someone who is grounded, I want someone who has good character, all that and much more. When someone who doesn't fit this, a good guy or a good girl comes your way, and she's not born again, she is not grounded in God, she doesn't have good character, she is bossy, she is arrogant, even if she looks nice and all that, you already know this is not for me. If a guy is good to you but arrogant to everybody else, you know very well this is not for me. So knowing what you want is important to help you get rid of everyone who is not in that category, and then you might be left with a few people that you can now scrutinize even further before you settle with one. Okay? So that is why I feel it is important to know what you want from a relationship and from a partner. It also helps you, like it is said, you don't look for the right person, you become the right person. So when you write down the qualities you're looking for from a potential partner, you now ask yourself, such a person, would they be okay being coupled with someone like me? If not, if there are things you need to work out, then you start working on them. Because if you're expecting a prayer warrior, someone who is reading the word every day, someone who is committed in church and in ministry, they most likely want someone similar to that, right? So if that is the kind of person you want, then you start working on that so that they meet you along the way, right? Yeah, someone who already knows their purpose, then you need to realize your purpose. So basically, know what you want. Then you will stop feeling confused. All these people who are coming your way, many girls that you don't know who to choose from who, you'll stop having that confusion. You will know these 5 people are not even anywhere in my list, right? For a lady, you will know that guy who asked me out, I can't even consider him because he doesn't fit the qualities I'm looking for in a potential partner, all right? The second thing why you might be feeling confused is you are not ready for dating. One thing I remember when at some point, when I was in school, in campus, my dad, because he's a pastor, he called us youth, the youths, and those who were, I think, after high school, who had finished high school and were in campus, and we had some meetings where he took us through a series on dating, relationships, up to getting married. And one thing he told us is, until you ask yourself whether you're ready to now start dating, you might not actually be ready. So asking yourself, am I ready for this? And then just, thinking around it and considering that actually now I actually am ready to settle for this. So not being ready could mean you are not mature enough. You're still under the wings of your family, of your parents or siblings or your guardian, whoever takes care of you. And this doesn't mean just because you're living with your folks, like your parents, that you're not mature enough. There are people who are living with their parents, but they are mature enough to actually get married. But there are people who've already moved out, but they are still under the wings of parents. And what do I mean by that? You cannot make even a simple decision on even buying things for the house. You cannot make a simple decision like taking a new job or even moving houses. Small decisions that you should be able to make, you're not able to make. It's okay to consult, but at the end of the day, you should make a decision that you're willing to take responsibility for. What I normally think around people are not mature is because someone is not yet ready to take responsibility if things go wrong. And if you want to date, and especially dating towards marriage, you should be willing to start taking responsibility for the decisions you make. Because once you get married, it will just be you and your partner. And you have to be responsible for the decisions you make for your home, for your marriage, for the children when they come. You'll not now expect your parents to take responsibility for you, for the decisions you're making for your children, right? So maturity comes in that way. Another reason why you might not be ready is if you have underlying issues that you have not dealt with. For example, you've been in a previous relationship and you have not healed yet, so you're getting into rebound relationships, and that is what is causing the confusion. So you get into a relationship and then you realize, no, this is not it, then you jump into another, and you find people breaking up like now, and in a month they are already in it, dating. Some people even have stopped dating today and tomorrow they have someone. So those rebounds are what is causing the confusion, because you've not yet healed, so you keep carrying baggage into the next relationship. So to be ready, one, you should be mature enough. I actually normally say you shouldn't be dating if you are not ready for marriage. Number two, you should have healed from every the trauma that you know and previous relationships, so that you don't carry baggage. I know there are things you keep learning along the way and you realize I have to deal with this and that, but if you already know you're dealing with some kind of trauma, deal with it. Then confusion will not carry on. The third thing why you might be feeling confused is you do not know the voice of God. For every believer, it is important to know the voice of God. That works a long way when it comes to dating, relationships. I actually look back the mistakes I made in relationships. Some of them, it's because I did not listen to God. I felt the still small voice in my heart. Don't go there. Don't talk to this person. Don't do this. So basically what I'm trying to say in this, if you want to, I know you really, really want to get it right, to date the right person, to have a good relationship, and you don't want all this confusion to continue happening. God can help you. The voice of God can bring clarity and will bring clarity in your relationship and when you start dating. And let me tell you this, you really want to get it right. I believe it. I really believe you want to date the right person and to date towards marriage, and you get married to that person that you start dating. Trust you me, God wants that for you even the more than you think he does, and more than you even want it for yourself, because marriage is an institution that was begun by God. So know the voice of God and God will give you clarity. All right. The fourth thing when it comes to dating why you could be feeling confused is you specialize very fast. When I talk about specializing, I just mean you move from friends to more than friends very fast with people that you've not yet known long enough, people that you've not interacted with long enough. So it could be maybe in your church, someone comes, they are new, and all of a sudden you're like their best friends. And you now start, and it's okay for a lady with a lady, a guy with a guy to now just, and I'm not saying hate newcomers. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is don't become that person who is now hanging with this person. You're visiting them in their home. You are going for coffee. You are, whenever there's an event, you're always hanging out, just the two of you. Very soon everybody starts thinking you're already dating this person, and then all of a sudden you realize this person is already having a girlfriend somewhere. Maybe they come for one event in the church and they're like, hi guys, welcome, kindly welcome my girlfriend or my boyfriend, this is my boyfriend. Or you see them updating some status on social media that they're already in a relationship with someone else, and then you start getting confused. This person was leading me on. No, you probably are the one who was confused about it, right? So specializing, don't specialize. It could even be in the Christian Union, in the school, that you just find, you've just gone, and then this person who is just friendly with everyone, you start thinking they are more friendly to you than to anyone else. Don't specialize. That's all I'm saying. Don't move very fast from being friends. Hang out with people in the groups. You can, once in a while be with one person, just get to know them, but don't make it look like you want to date them already. Okay? It could even be in the neighborhood. You see a new guy or a new girl, you're already there trying to, or I hope you're just getting it. Just making them look like they are a special friend. Now that is what specializing actually is. Making someone look like they are a special friend to you. That means you are already specializing. if you specialize like that, confusion will come. Because they might already be dating, they might already be interested in or attracted to someone else, they might not even understand, and you might also not understand why the person you really like is not coming in. They're not asking you out. If it's a lady or for a guy, you might not be understanding why the lady you really like doesn't want anything to do with you. It's because she thinks you're dating this other friend that you've made look very special. So you might have this friend that looks special, but you're not interested in dating them. You like someone else, So hang out with friends in groups. When you want to date, now you can specialize, right? And as I said, make sure to watch the video that I talked about specializing, so that you get to see the whole picture and how to work around specializing, that you don't look like you're leading people on when you're not, or people run away from you, because even the people you really want to date, because they think you're already dating when you're not actually dating. Okay, so specializing very fast makes you feel confused, and especially when you now want to date someone else, or someone else wants to date you. All right, I hope you've gotten a few tips from this video, and if you found it insightful, kindly share with a friend, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you, and God bless you.